Question.
Yeah, go ahead, question.
I saw in one of the email posts that they also do a wind leak check-in, but who do you send it to for the wind leak check-in?
Let's see. How about, well, let's see if Rebecca can answer that question. Whiskey 5, Tango Alpha, are you on?
I am, Top. I have you 5-8, and I believe we send wind links to George. If I'm wrong, perhaps he'll chime in and correct me. But that would be Kilo Foxtrot 5, Quebec Echo Zulu. W5, TTA, back to you.
Thanks, Rebecca. I've got you at 5/9 here. Anybody else have signal reports for Whiskey 5, Tango Alpha just in?
40 over S9. Good solid signal into southwest Fort Worth, AI50L.
I was busy writing, but it sounded very much like S8, S9. Sounded good signal.
Definitely a 5-9 in Azle, KI5TNV.
S9 West Fort Worth N5 TXL.
Kilo 2, Romeo Oscar Golf. Anybody out there for a signal report?
November Oscar 5 Golf. Got a light copy on your indicator, KI5LET.
Full quieting and get Dallas, November Charlie 5 Papa.
Station, was that for K2ROG?
Yeah, K2ROG, this is NC5P. You're full quieting over here in Dallas.
Top, I don't think that was Philip. Okay, good copy on that. For some reason, when you first came in on the first signal report, it cut off the first part. Appreciate that. K2ROG standing by for net.
Yeah, I got it. I got the call sign wrong. That was Kilo 2, Romeo Oscar Golf. Greg in Dallas. Greg, I got a good signal on you here about an S3, a little scratchy. N5 TXL, KI5LET.
Howdy.
I'm going to upload the club profile here, and then you can download and take over. Then I'll clear out the prenet logins here, and just as soon as I get it uploaded.
Sounds good, sir. I will wait for you to let me know when it's good to download.
All right, it went. I don't have any error messages yet, but you may want to check and see if you got it on your server.
Well, this machine is being Windows and won't let me tunnel through to the server for some reason. So I'll just take your word for it, and we can just go for broke.
All right, sounds good. All right, this is KI5LET. I'm ending the pre-net free-for-all. We're waiting for Wayne, N5FPD, to start the net here in seconds right there. Go, net. Go, Wayne.
Well, thank you, Top. I'm glad that you got everything cleared out for me. How's everything going up there in Wise County?
Wise County's great. We got a 1/4 inch of rain in the last 24 hours. Things will be nice and green.
Well, we had a 1/2 inch, but I don't want to brag. Anyway, so let's see. I guess we're going to start the net off since Top's got everything primed up here. This is November 5, Foxtrot, Papa, Delta. The name is Wayne, as in John, and we're located in Peaster, Texas, which is about 10 or 12 miles north of Weatherford. Yeah, Weatherford, Texas. So let's see. We always start off kind of giving some pre-information here before we start getting check-ins, and everybody probably already knows this that's here, but just to reiterate for those passerbys, we meet here every Friday at 8 p.m. on this particular frequency, which happens to be 146.58. It is a directed net, and I'm your net control guy for tonight with the assistance of a couple of other folks in there that we can always count on, which is going to be Trey over there in Tarrant County, and we'll call on Mike, KF5BSP, to help us out over in Desdemona to pick up some of the westward counties. And, of course, we have relay stations, and the relay stations are real big help because a lot of times we have stations that are far away or difficult to copy, and they help us get them logged in and let them participate in this. Let's see, we have a couple of listen-in frequencies, which is their simulcast frequencies that give people on those outskirting areas a way to listen in live, and that would be 444.925. It's somewhere down there in Somerville County, and then we have one that's over in Palo Pinto County on 145.310. Reminder to everybody, those are listen-in frequencies, and you have to be able to get a hold of somebody using Simplex to be able to get logged in and be counted in the net. Got NetLogger running here, and for those that are interested, and that's always a fun thing to do. It helps me out considerably because I can look up and I can see who's checked in. Sometimes Top hears them, and thanks to you, Top. Appreciate. Oh, wait a minute. Who's the NetLogger tonight, Top?
N5TXL, Jason.
Okay, Jason. All right. Well, my hat's off to you, Jason. Appreciate it. Anybody that does net logging, I think they deserve an extra round of applause or an extra attaboy or whatever you want to call it, because they help get this thing coordinated and make sure that we've got records of all these check-ins and everything. So they're really doing the hard work. People like myself, well, we're just gabbing, and we're having a lot of fun. If you haven't downloaded NetLogger, it's a free program. You can download that and kind of follow along with the stations that are getting checked in. We have YouTube live stream that's running, courtesy of Mr. Trey, Kilo Echo 5, November Golf Mike. He does double duty sometimes. In fact, most of the time he does, because we call on him even when he's not net control to help us out for the Tarrant County and Dallas counties and those that are on the east side of our coverage area. We also have a Facebook group. If you haven't joined in, feel free to do so. That's the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex Net Facebook group. It's always fun to be able to see what's going on with all our other folks that are members of the group, see what kind of equipment they have that they might want to sell or something that you might want to buy, and all that kind of good stuff. Okay, relay protocol. We have designated relay stations, but don't be bashful. If you hear a station that no one seems to be picking up, just holler relay. I'll turn the frequency over to you, and you can give me their call letters and station particulars. So we like everybody to participate here. While we're on the subject of participation, I wanted to bring this up, that if any time that someone has a need to only be here for a short period of time. Maybe they're in some of the outlying areas and they can't always hear net control. If they get a chance to check in, please do so. Use the opportunity to get involved in the Simplex net tonight. And we normally go county by county, depending on who the net control station is for the evening. We start off in different counties, but we don't want to discourage anybody from jumping in there and checking in if they got a dog to go walk or have other activities they may need to go take care of, or if perhaps maybe we called your county and you were out walking the dog and you missed your county. Well, jump on in there. The county by county thing just kind of keeps everything in a halfway organized manner. I guess you could call it organized. Some people call it an organized disarray, and that's probably more appropriate. Okay, we also want to remind everybody to remember to use phonetics. Phonetics are really important for me especially because I'm hard hearing. It's important to the net logging guy because he's working diligently to make sure he gets the call letters in there and gets them in correctly. A lot of the stations that check in from time to time, if they're on a regular basis, well, everybody knows who blah, blah, blah is, but maybe the net logger doesn't know him, or maybe it's a station that doesn't check in very often. A lot of times there's some confusion about letters all sounding alike, and the phonetics is really the proper way to do it, and we certainly appreciate everybody making the added extra effort to help us out and make sure that everybody gets counted and gets counted correctly. Okay, at the end of the net, we normally allocate a little space out there so that if somebody wants to make a call to a specific station that they've heard, or perhaps just get a signal report, typically towards the end of the net, conditions get a little bit improved, a little bit better, and so it gives everybody an opportunity not only to call someone, but also to kind of get a signal report from all the different areas. So we allow you to do that, and appreciate you participating in that part. Again, this is November 5, Foxtrot, Papa Delta. The name is Wayne, and we are located in Peaster, Texas, which is sandwiched between Weatherford and Poolville. Growing communities up here. All right, the other thing that we do is normally at the beginning of the net, we sometimes check in, or newly licensed amateur go right on the head of the line, so we get them logged in and make sure we get all the specifics for those folks. Anyway, at this time we're going to open it up, and let's see if I can pull up my normal map here. Since I'm in Parker County, that's normally where we start, and I see no reason to make any exceptions. But before we do Parker County, we're going to look for first-time check-ins, newly licensed or upgraded operators. Now's your opportunity to jump in there and give us your stats.
Kilo Juliet 5, Mike Oscar.
Okay, Kilo Juliet 5, Mike Oscar Foxtrot. Welcome aboard. And is this your first time? Okay, I copied you there at first, but you went away on me. Kilo Juliet 5, Mike Oscar Foxtrot. Come now.
Yes, it is my first time. Kilo Juliet 5, Mike Oscar Foxtrot, George and Keller.
Okay, George, copy that. Appreciate you checking in there from the big metroplex of Keller over there, and hope you enjoy the net and often come back. We are always looking for new blood here, so to speak. So It's good to have you in here. Anybody else, first-time check-in, upgrades, or newly licensed? Okay, I guess we'll just start it off then at this time with Parker County. Parker County, phonetically, slowly, please.
Whiskey 5, Bravo, November, Kilo.
Kilo Golf 5, November, Quebec, Sierra.
Kilo Juliet 5, Bravo, Delta, Charlie.
Alpha India 5 Romeo.
Kilowatt 5, Delta, Charlie. Kilo Juliet 5, Mike Alpha.
Quebec Juliet.
Okay, we got a pretty good round of check-ins there, a little bit of double, but I think we can get her sorted out. So the first one that I've got on my list, which he always comes in there first. So we appreciate it, Walt. We appreciate you being there this evening. That's Whiskey 5, Bravo, November, Kilo, up there in the big city of Springtown. Followed by Kilo Golf 5, November, Quebec, Sierra. That'll be Mr. Warren. And let's see, I got November 5, Papa Romeo Sierra for the next one that's checked in. And I have, let's see, Kilo Juliet 5, Bravo Delta Charlie. Jeremy, good to hear you this evening. Followed by, let's see, Alpha India 5 Romeo. And then comes next is Dwayne, Kilo 5 Delta Charlie. I think he said Kilowatt 5 Delta Charlie, but he's feeling strong tonight, I guess. And then we got Mac over there, Kilo Juliet 5 Mike Alpha. Good check-in from the other side of Parker County. Followed by a neighbor, I don't know how close he is, but that's Kilo Golf 5 Sierra Quebec Juliet, Mr. Bob over there in Aledo. All right, any other Parker counties?
KJ5UF.
Hello, Ray. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing all right up here. Just kind of waiting on the rain to come.
Is that why you were late checking in?
Yeah, I guess so. I was looking out the window.
All right. Well, that's all right, Ray. You know, you got to keep track and make sure that you're aware of whenever the rains are going to start falling. My wife always asks me, she says, the internet working? And I said, yeah. And she said, well, I need to look to see if it's going to rain. And I said, why don't you just walk outside? But she likes to make sure that she's correct, and she always checks the internet. Any other Parker County?
Relay.
Okay, I got a relay. I heard somebody's pretty weak. I almost copied them.
Yeah, it's November Oscar 5 Golf, Philip over in Minden, Louisiana.
Well, I sure hope that Philip is hearing me, and I really enjoyed talking to him on 40 meters the other day. It was awfully nice to be able to copy him Q5 armchair copy. And he's got a real nice setup over there, and best I remember, he's got a nice restored Mustang, too, which kind of caught my eye there. All right, any other Parker County? All right, let's see. Normally I do this Jack County thing, so again, no reason to change anything. Anybody in Jack County tonight? Jack County. Anybody in Jack County tonight? All right. That tells me that Stephen must be out mowing the grass or something. Maybe he's looking out the window too there, Ray. All right, Young County. Young County's next.
Kilo Fox
5, Victor Bravo Lima.
All right, Jerry, you know, it's always good to be able to count on somebody over there, and you always got a good signal here in the Peacer. That antenna setup you got there is working miracles. Kilo Fox 5 Victor Bravo Lima over in Young County. Appreciate you checking in as always. Anybody else over there in Young County? Jerry, do you have any relays? Is Nathan over there or anybody else?
I had KI5BHC was checking in earlier, but I hadn't heard him in the last little bit.
Well, if you hear him, you just jump on in there and let me know in case I don't hear him. Most of the time I copy him, but sometimes not so. All right, anybody else in Young County before we move on? All right, let's see, Palo Pinto, our next door neighbor, Palo Pinto.
Kilo Charlie 5 Alpha Charlie X-ray.
Kilo India 5, Lima Sierra Tango.
Donnie, it's good to hear you. I was counting on you being there. That's Kilo Charlie 5 Alpha Charlie X-ray. You're getting to be a real amateur pro on 40 meters. And we got, my goodness, Joe, you're getting to be a regular. We appreciate that. Kilo India 5 Lima Sierra Tango. What's happening in the big city of Gordon?
Well, I think we've had enough events for this year.
Did you get all the train wrecks straightened out?
Well, they opened up the tracks, but there's still cars there, and the road that we take that goes underneath the bridge is still torn up, closed.
Well, I heard about it. I didn't get over there and look at it. I figured that they'd probably get along without me.
Yeah, I tried to stay away from it too. My wife's on the VFD, and she was right there at it.
Well, that's I guess if you got to be there and you got to do it and you get a chance to help out, well, that's a pretty good opportunity. So it's good you got first-hand knowledge of what's happening too. So that's kind of close to home. Anybody else in Palo Pinto? I don't hear anything else in Palo Pinto, so we're going to move it over to Stevens County. Hello, Andrew. It was good hearing you on 40 meters, too. You know, normally I copy you pretty well here on 2, but it's a lot of fun whenever I can do another of those armchair copy things. All right, anybody else in Stevens County? Let's move it out a little bit to the west, a little northwest. We'll try Haskell and Throgmorton. Haskell and Throgmorton, come now.
Welcome to CW.
Nothing heard in Haskell and Throgmorton. Let's try Shackelford. Try Shackelford. Right, now we're going to lump some counties here together. We'll try Nolan, Fisher, Jones, Taylor, Callahan. Fisher, Jones, Nolan, Taylor, Callahan. Now's your time to check into the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. It's working good tonight, Mike. My goodness, you're sounding good. Let's see. Let me back up before. It looks like that, Jason. I must have messed up, Jason. I should repeat this stuff. Kilo Juliet 5 Delta Fox Victor should be line 20, and that's my fault. I'll take the entire blame for that. And followed by our friend Kilo Echo 5 Yankee Fox. That'd be Mike out there in Sweetwater. You're sounding really good tonight, Mike. How's the boat project? Okay, Mike. Yeah, well, I'm glad Amazon came through for you. You know, they're pretty good folks over there, and my goodness, I spend a lot of money. I ought to buy some shares of stock, but unfortunately, I don't have enough. All right, anybody else happen to be in Taylor counties out there in the West region? All right, we're going to move it just a little bit closer to home, but a little bit to the south side of home. And we're going to see if we have some folks out there in Eastland County tonight that want to check in.
Foxtrot 5, Victor, Sierra, Papa.
There's two really strong signals. Alpha India 5 Bravo Uniform. Cam, you're sounding good and strong tonight as always, but maybe a little bit stronger than normal, but good copy. And Mike, of course, you're just like you're in the next room here. Kilo Fox 5 Victor Sierra Papa. So Cam, Alpha India 5 Bravo Uniform, and Mike, Kilo Fox 5 Victor Sierra Papa. Anybody else out in Eastland County that copies and would like to check in to the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net, now's your call. I thought we would have more, but hey, I'm happy that Cam and Mike checked in. So we'll come back to Eastland County here shortly. We're going to stretch out over here and see if we have at least one station that's over in Coleman County. Coleman County.
Good evening, Wayne. Kilo India 5, Tango Lima Golf.
Oh, it's always so good to hear you, Nick. It impresses me that this station can get out that far, and my receivers work so well receiving you. That was Kilo India 5, Tango Lima Golf. That'd be Nick out there in Coleman. Good signal here into Peaster this evening, as always. Anybody else in Coleman County? I'm going to see if I can't press my luck a little bit and see if we got anybody in Brown County. Brown County check-ins come now.
Alpha Charlie 5, Alpha Sierra, and Alpha Bravo 5, Yankee Victor. Kilo Juliet 5, Echo Romeo Golf.
Kilo Juliet 5, Echo Romeo Hotel.
There's some stations that checked in, and I could actually hear. I copied a couple of them off of the repeater, so I'm not going to go there. I'm going to let Mike pull you in. The Alpha Charlie 5 Alpha Sierra. I could hear you, but I couldn't really make out the call, so I cheated just a little bit. But I was able to copy a new one out there. Kilo Juliet 5 Echo Romeo Golf. Very, very good signal here into Peaster. Conditions are really good between us. And I was able to copy West Kilo Juliet 5 Echo Romeo Hotel, a Q5 into Peaster as well. So I'm really shocked. West, did you do something out there different? Maybe my signal's not getting out there to West, but the important part is I heard him, and we got him logged in. Anybody else in Brown County that I can copy before we move on, and then we'll swing back around and pick up those counties for the folks that didn't hear me or I couldn't hear them. So anybody else in Brown County, come now.
Relay, Wayne.
Go ahead, relay.
You have Alpha Bravo 5, Yankee Victor, and Kilo Charlie 5, November Oscar X-ray.
Okay. Hey, thank you very much, Mike. I'm gonna call on you here in just a second if you can help us out. But yeah, the station that you relayed in was Alpha Bravo 5, Yankee Victor, and I know Bill. I could almost copy him in there, but not quite. But a little bit of QSB, and whenever he gave Sharon's call, it kind of went down in the dirt all the way. But appreciate you getting that in there. And we've got Kilo Charlie 5 November Oscar X-ray. So glad that you were able to pick Gary up out there, Mike. So I'm going to try Comanche County. Anybody out there in Comanche County tonight?
Whiskey Alpha 5, Whiskey Alpha 5, Yankee Mike Echo. Too much noise.
Okay, Winston, it was an echo for sure, but I copied you Q5, Whiskey Alpha 5, Yankee Mike Echo. Always a pleasure to be able to work Comanche County. I don't know what it is, but it just feels so good to be able to call you guys and talk to you direct. And appreciate you checking into the sideband group as well, Winston, that we have at 8 o'clock on Tuesday on 144, 190, just a little bit of an ad there on the side. All right, Mike, I think if you would please, could pick up the slack out there and get the rest of the folks that were having a hard time getting in there, I would appreciate it.
Sure thing, Wade. This is Kilo Foxtrot 5, Victor Sierra Papa. Handles Mike out in Eastland County, assisting net control out of Parker County. Let me see if I can pick up some stations in the counties that have already been called but may not have heard net control. So if you are in Eastland County, Coleman County, Brown County, or Comanche County, and you have not checked in so far, give me a call.
This is Whiskey 5, Juliet Delta.
Sean, I got Whiskey 5, Juliet Delta, out of Cisco. Great to hear you. Hope everything's going well. Anybody else that hadn't checked in Eastland, Coleman, Brown, or Comanche counties? Last call.
Welcome to CW 5TX repeater.
All right, nothing heard. Before I go too much further to the south, let me call my neighbors to my east, and that would be Erath County check-ins.
Kilo Golf 5, Hotel Tango Hotel.
Kilo Bravo 5, Alpha Kilo Oscar.
Kilo Juliet 5, Alpha Papa Sierra.
There's 3 I copied for good and strong. Kilo Golf 5, Hotel Tango Hotel. And Kilo Bravo 5, Alpha Kilo Oscar. And Kilo Juliet 5, Alpha Papa Sierra. All in Erath. Are there any other Erath County check-ins? Last call for Erath County check-ins. Let me drop down to the south a little bit and call on Hamilton County check-ins to the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. Last call for Hamilton County check-ins to the 2-meter Simplex net. Mills County check-ins. Your turn.
Good evening, Mike. Kilo 5, Kilo Victor, Star, Texas.
Good evening, Benny. That's Kilo 5, Kilo Victor. Glad to hear you got in all the way up there to Decatur at the pre-net. That was pretty cool. Let me clear with Benny there, K5KB, and see perhaps if there's anybody else in Mills County check-ins. Oh, there's others. One of these days I'm going to get them to check in. Next county I'd like to check in, call on for the net would be Coryell County. Coryell County, if you hear net control, chime in. Good evening, Miss. You're about almost half scale up here in Eastland County. I hope all is well.
Very good, yes. Had a very nice day. Looking forward to the rest of the weekend.
Good to hear you. Good signal. That's Kilo 5, Mike, Delta, Yankee, Coryell County. That's Mish. Anybody else down there in Coryell County before I move out? You're not hearing anybody else out of Coryell? Let me call on counties that are south, southeast, and southwest of Mills. That would be McCullough County, San Saba County, or Lampasas County. McCullough, San Saba, or Lampasas counties, if you're here in net control, give me your call. Any stations in San Saba County, Lampasas County, or McCullough County that would like to check into the 2-meter Simplex net? All right, not hearing anybody. I'll make one final call out to the west. Anybody out west? I did hear KE5YF very strong here. Any other stations out west of Eastland County, in Nolan, Taylor, Callahan? Anybody out west, Fisher, Jones, Taylor, Nolan, Callahan? If you're west of Eastland County and you would like to check into the Simplex net, come now. I thought I might set a hook somewhere with propagation, but not so much tonight. Anyway, that's what I could grab for you there, net control. This is KF5 Victor Sierra Papa, turning it back to N5 Fox Papa Delta.
Okay, Mike, I really appreciate it. Give me a chance to cool off, give my amplifier a chance to cool off, and my special thanks over there to Jason, because he did really well. He got them all down there. So we don't have to do any repeats on that. And I'm going to make another call, and not that I don't trust that you did a good job, Mike, but I don't want to leave anybody else. If there's any other ERAF stations that has not checked in yet, this is November 5, Fox Papa Delta, Wayne up here in Peaster, Texas, looking for additional check-ins to the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. Come now.
Kilo, India 5, Oscar Sierra.
Hello, David. You're sounding good here on 5-8 tonight.
Well, thank you very much for the signal report. You're, of course, loud and full scale here in the illustrious city of Westdale, Texas.
Well, I've been told that I'm pretty loud before, but usually it didn't have anything to do with radio signal. But I appreciate you being there, David, and it's also good to hear you on 5-8 as well as 40 meters. You'll have to come hunt us up again. All right, anybody else in ERAF before we move on? All right, nothing heard, so we're going to make a little bit of a jump to south of us, to the Granbury area and so on. We're going to look for people that might possibly be wanting to check in from Hood County.
K5 Echo Sierra Victor. Kilo 5 Lima, Quebec.
Echo Zulu.
All right, that's a good start there for Hood County. So the first one there was Clayton. That's Kilo 5 Echo Sierra Victor, followed by Mike, Kilo 5 Bravo Yankee Foxtrot. Kelton was next, Kilo 5 Lima Quebec. And let's see, that was Kilo India 5 Uniform Delta Victor. Good evening to you, Bob. And George, yeah, Kilo Fox 5 Quebec Echo Zulu. Anybody else down in Hood County? All right, nothing else heard, and I didn't catch any relay stations, so I'm assuming that we got everybody over in Hood County. Let's move down a little bit to the further south to Somerville. Somerville County, now's your chance to get on the map.
Whiskey 5 Kilo Bravo Tango.
Got a good signal tonight. That's Kelly, right?
Yes, sir. This is Kelly at Glen Rose, W5 KBT.
No, the giveaway for that, Kelly, is that K. That's how I remember that. Did you do that on purpose?
Yes, sir.
That was a good move. That was a good move. I cannot forget with that K in that call like that. So appreciate you being there. Anybody else in Somerville? Well, I thought for sure we'd have some more folks in Somerville, but maybe they'll come in a little bit later. All right, next thing I'm going to do, since we didn't get any more in Somerville, we're going to move on down a little bit further to the south, and we're going to stretch our ears really, really far and look for check-ins from Bosque County. Bosque County check-ins, please come now. Okay, I've got November Tango 5 Bravo, and of course Wiley, Whiskey Charlie 5 Whiskey Charlie. You know, it's always a pleasure to hear you, Wiley, because I know that you're going to help me cool off my amplifier.
Yeah, I'll warm mine up.
Well, that's fair trade. That's fair trade. You know, we wouldn't want your amp to feel like it was not having good usage. Any other Bosque County? Wiley, it's your turn. If you would please, sir, take the reins and bring them in.
Okay, this is Whiskey Charlie 5 Whiskey Charlie. We'll do Bosque County one more time in case you couldn't hear Wayne. So Bosque County.
November Tango 5 Bravo.
Yeah, we got you.
Okay, thank you, Wiley.
Anybody else? Well, let's move over to Hill County. Hill County check-in.
Kilo Golf 7, Yankee Juliet X-ray.
Okay, I have KG7YJX, K5HGX. Anybody else in Hill County? K5CDU, are you still on with us, or did you leave? Well, I guess he left. I talked to him earlier before the net started. Okay, let's move limestone to counties east of Hill County. Usually Gary can hear them better than I can, but boy, conditions are pretty good tonight. So, counties east of Hill County. Nothing heard. Let's move down to McLennan and Milam counties. McLennan County. Anybody down there tonight? Wayne, I guess there's names tonight. Did you copy the stations as I called them out?
I did. I want to confirm one just to make sure. I think one of them was Kilo 5 Hotel Golf X-Ray. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, fantastic. Thanks a lot, Wiley. Appreciate you covering that southern territory for us, as always. And let's see. I think what we're going to do now is we're going to try our hand at a couple of counties that is to the east of me, which is not my favorable area. Seems to be a little bit of hill country somewhere between me and there, but we're going to give it our best shot, and we're going to call on Johnson County. Anybody in Johnson County that hears this station that would like to check in to the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net, now's your opportunity.
Alpha, India.
All right, I've got Alpha India 5 X-Ray Romeo. You got a good signal tonight, Jacob.
Well, thank you, sir. For some reason, I'm barely even hearing top tonight. Hard copy during the pre-net. AL5XR, back to net control.
All right, well, we appreciate you being there, and let's see, I guess we'll keep it in Johnson County. Any other Johnson County that can hear this station like to check in? All right, not a problem. I think there might be somebody on the way to rescuing us here in a minute, but we're going to go ahead and give it a shout out to Tarrant County and maybe pick up a few in there and get a few of them logged in and save Trey a little bit of work. So Tarrant County, come now.
Alpha India 5 Oscar Lima.
Kilo 2 Romeo Oscar Golf.
Kilo Echo 5 November Golf Mike.
Whiskey 5 Tango Alpha.
Kilo India 5 Hotel X-Ray Kilo.
Kilo India 5 Romeo Victor Alpha.
Okay, I think I pressed the transmit key before I should have pressed the transmit key. Let me get these officially put in here, even though Jason's doing a good job. We've got Alpha India 5 Oscar Lima. Good signal here, Dan. Of course, you normally have a good signal. Now here's one that's special. Kilo 2 Romeo Oscar Golf. I normally don't hear Greg. In fact, I know that he has to get relayed in sometimes, but he's got a booming signal over here in Peaster tonight. So my hat's off to you there, Greg. You sounding good. Kilo Echo 5 November Golf Mike. It's always a pleasure to hear you, Trey, because I know that you're coming to the rescue when I need you. I've got Whiskey 5 Tango Alpha. That'd be Rebecca over there. A little bit light, but did copy you. I also copied Keith there, Kilo India 5 Hotel X-Ray Kilo. And Mark, I got most of your call, but I doubled with you, so that was Kilo India 5 Romeo Victor Alpha. Appreciate you being there. Any other Tarrant County before I pass the baton? Maybe it wasn't baton, maybe it's baton. But whatever it is. Any other Tarrant County?
Kilo India 5, Tango November Bravo.
All right, Kilo India 5, Tango November Bravo. It's a good signal coming in there. Appreciate you checking in. Let's see, that'd be Mr. Dan. I heard you earlier tonight, too. Doing a good job coming out of Azle. All right, let's see. I think to save a little bit of time and maybe a little face, would you mind, Trey, letting my amp cool off for a while?
I can do that, Wayne. This is Kilo Echo 5 November Golf Mike, and I am going to be assisting net control for the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. Let's give Tarrant County one last call, see if we got anybody there that didn't get a chance to check in. Tarrant County, come with your call now.
November 5 Yankee Victor, November 5 Yankee.
KB5, WB.
Flint Hills.
I think we had a triple going there. Let's see. I got November 5 Yankee Victor, and also got Kilo Bravo 5 Whiskey Bravo. That's David. I know there's another station out there. Try it one more time.
Kilo India 5 Uniform Whiskey Kilo.
All right, Kilo India 5 Uniform Whiskey Kilo, and I think there's a fourth station, but I couldn't bring them in. Any relays?
Relay.
Go ahead, relay.
Yeah, good evening. KB5 JOE here with a relay for KJ5 FLT Ricky. He's mobile. Portable.
He came up that time. All right, so I was able to copy that last part about it being portable, but that was about it. And Kilo Bravo 5 Juliet Oscar Echo, we got you in the log. That's Joe. And then also Kilo Juliet 5 Fox Lima Tango out of Mansfield, portable this evening. We got you in the log as well. Any other Tarrant County stations?
Much to the surprise of everyone, November 5 Tango X-Ray Lima. I'm here.
As long as you logged yourself there, Jason, I think you're good. All right, November 5 Tango X-Ray Lima. Let's see here. We're going to move on over to Dallas County, see who we've got over there. Dallas County, come with your call now.
November, Charlie, 5 Papa, Doug in Dallas.
Alpha Alpha 5 Alpha Hotel, Robert Richards.
November 1 Delta Victor Mike.
All right, picked up 3 there. Let's see what we got. November Charlie, 5 Papa. We got Alpha Alpha 5 Alpha Hotel. And November 1 Delta Victor Mike. And NC5P, good chatting with you on the 220 DFW 220 net last night as well. Any other Dallas County stations? Let's move on down to the south and see who we've got down in Ellis County. Ellis County, come with your call.
Kilo 5 Whiskey X-Ray Yankee K5 WXY.
Kilo India 5 Yankee Victor India.
Kilo Juliet 5 Juliet Quebec Delta.
All right, let's see here. We got you, Gary. That's Kilo Fox, or why do I get your call wrong so often? Kilo 5 Whiskey X-Ray Yankee. Then we got, I think it's JD down there in Maypearl. KI 5. I got the first part of your call mixed up. Last part is definitely YVI. Tell me the first part again.
Kilo India 5.
Kilo India 5, Yankee Victor India. We got you in the log. And then we got Ed down there, Kilo Juliet 5, Juliet Quebec Delta out of Venus. I'm going to go back to K5WXY, see if you've got time to give a shout out to your usual territory down there.
All right, Kilo 5, Whiskey X-Ray Yankee Waxahachie, assisting the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net, looking for check-ins out south or east of the Metroplex or maybe northeast. I know we've got folks down in Washington County and Brenham listening, so if everybody can listen up for them, that would be great. All right, Kilo 5 Whiskey X-Ray Yankee, assisting the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net, looking for check-ins out south, east, northeast of the Metroplex. And Wiley, if you can crank your beam south, that would be appreciated. Okay, Kilo India 5 Whiskey Tango, Joe in Lancaster. Anybody else?
Kilo Echo Victor X-Ray Zulu.
Kilo Echo 5 Victor X-Ray Zulu.
That is affirmative, sir.
Anybody else out southeast or northeast of the Metroplex wanting to check into the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net?
W5GM Collin County. Just want to make sure that I've got it.
All right, W5GM in Collin County, you just got a pipeline into Waxahachie.
As usual, W5GM.
This is KJ5 MSW Con CQ.
Anybody else? Anybody hear the stations down south in Brenham? Was that Kilo Bravo 5 Zulu Uniform Delta in Collin County? Okay, I just had the letters reversed. Kilo Bravo 5 Uniform Zulu Delta. Anybody else looking to check into the North Central 2-meter Simplex net that can hear me?
Gary, there was oddly enough a station I heard as clear as could be calling CQ. CQ station, if you're there, this is a net, but we'll be glad to check you in. Come with your call. I think they decided they wanted to go. Sorry, Gary, turn it back to you.
Well, I think I've done all the damage I can do.
All right, it looks like you got a few in there. You got Joe in Lancaster, Kilo India 5 Whiskey Tango, Kilo Echo 5 Victor X-Ray Zulu, Whiskey 5 Golf Mike, I had a copy on you, and then Kilo Bravo 5 Uniform Zulu Delta. Got you in the log as well. I'm going to make a general call out to points to the north and east. That's going to be Rockwall, Fannin, Hunt, Lamar. If you're over there in that area, Kaufman even, if you want to check into the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net, come with your call now. Any relays for the aforementioned area? All right, I'm going to give Johnson County one last call before I send it back over to Wayne. Come with your call now, Johnson County, if you didn't check in earlier. Wayne, it sounds like you got everybody. I'm going to turn it back over to Net Control, KE5NGM. Back to Net.
Trey, late check-in and then 3DME in Tarrant County.
Okay, I've got David in 3, Delta Mike Echo. Welcome aboard, David. Appreciate you checking in. And Thank you, Trey. Appreciate you rounding up those that couldn't hear me or I couldn't hear them, and that's good. We got a few picked up, and let's see. I guess the next thing we're going to do is run up to Wise County and see if we can pick up anybody in Wise County this evening.
Kilo India 5, Lima Echo Tango.
Kilo India 5, Uniform X-Ray Foxtrot.
Okay, let's see. I've got, thus far, we've got Top in there. Kilo India 5, Lima Echo Tango. Imagine that. We could hear Top up there in Wise County. And we've got Kilo India 5, Uniform X-Ray Foxtrot, doing a great job with that new coax and extra height in the antenna. We've got Kilo Fox 5, Romeo Hotel Golf. And I missed part of it, but it was Kilo 5 Fox Oscar Fox. Try it one more time. Okay, Kilo 8 Foxtrot Oscar Foxtrot. Is that correct? Well, thank you for checking in. I haven't talked to you before, so we appreciate you checking in this evening. And looks like our friend Jason there got you logged in Azle County, or Azle in Wise County. So always good to hear other stations in there that I haven't heard before. That doesn't mean that you haven't checked in. It's just that my memory's not all that good. But a good deal, John. Anybody else in Wise County? All right, let's see. Don't get too excited, Top. I'm going to come back to you here in just a minute, but I just feel I feel an urge of calling on Denton County. Anybody in Denton County would like to check in to the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net? I'm listening.
Kilo 5 Delta Tango Hotel David near Argyle.
Well, I can always count on David. He's got such a strong signal. It's almost like it's a fiber connection between us. Kilo 5 Delta Tango Hotel from Argyle. Got to get that in there to make sure that everybody knows. All right, anybody else there in Denton County?
November 5, Yankee Alpha India. This is N5YAI. It's John over here in Justin.
John, you got an excellent signal. November 5, Yankee Alpha India. Perfect Q5 copy. Very, very nice. Anybody else in Denton County?
Krugerville and Lake Dallas, go again.
November 5, November Alpha, Lake Dallas.
Go ahead, David. See if you can pick them up, because I can't copy.
No, I should have been jotting them down. I apologize. All right, Krugerville, go ahead with your call. Got it, and I know November 5, November Alpha, is that correct? Okay, I think I got them both. Wayne, Kilo Oscar 5 Zulu, and November 5, November Alpha.
Okay, thanks, David. It's always good to have somebody to help me out here. Speaking about helping out, Top, let's see, you're not doing net logger tonight, so you're probably twiddling your thumbs with looking for something to do. Would you help us out?
Absolutely, be glad to, Wayne. Try not to get too excited on a Friday night. This is KI5LET, assisting net control for the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net, looking for check-ins from Wise County. Any other Wise County check-ins? All right, I think you got them all in Wise County, Wayne. Thanks for that. How about anything west of Wise County like Jack, Clay, Wichita, Archer, Young, Throckmorton, Baylor, Wilbarger, any county west of Wise County, please come now. All right, we'll cast a line north. How about counties north of Wise County? Montague, Cook, Grayson, Fannin, or Oklahoma stations, please come now. Nothing heard. Wayne, I think you got all the Denton County stations, but let me try. Any other Denton County stations would like to check in, please come now. How about east of Denton County? Grayson, Fannin, Collin, Hunt, Rockwall, Dallas, Kaufman, Van Zant, Wood. Are those little bitty tiny counties out there like Delta, Lamar, Hopkins? If you'd like to check into the net, please come now. All right, let's see if we can get a Denton County relay station. David, would you like to do a Denton County relay station or designate somebody else for that task?
I'll go ahead and give it a try, but make sure you're listening, Top, because I don't hear quite as well as I can get out. And the reason Steve's not around is he's a new grandfather again. So he's busy with the new grandchild. All right, anyone, let's start with Denton County. Anyone in Denton County who hasn't already checked in to the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net, come now with your call sign phonetically and first name, please.
November 5, November Alpha James, White Dallas.
Okay, I'll stop there for now. James, we have you in the log. We got you the time before. Thanks for sticking in there and keep trying. Stan, I got you. Kilo Bravo 5, Victor Sierra Mike. Kilo Bravo 5, Victor Sierra Mike, Stan in Denton. Great signal over here, Stan. And great signal from November Alpha as well. As always, you're booming in over here. All right, anyone else in Denton County? Anyone else in Denton County, come now with your call and first name. Okay, anybody, anywhere within the sound of my voice, anybody, anywhere within the sound of my voice that wants to check into the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net, come now with your call sign phonetically and first name, please. Okay, I think that's going to do it for me, Top. Let's add Kilo Bravo 5 Victor Sierra Mike to the log. Stan, great guy, part of our lunch group. You should be too, Top. Back over to you, K5DTH.
All right, thanks, David. Thanks for helping with relay stations for Denton County. And I had a great copy on James, November 5, November Alpha, Kilo Oscar 5 Zulu, November 5 Yankee Alpha. So I had a good copy on all the Denton County stations. And I also got Stan, Kilo Bravo 5 Victor, Sugar Mike. Great copy on you as well. All right, I think Jason has all of these in net logger, so this is KI5LET, back to net control.
Okay, thank you, Top, and thank you, David. Always good to have a helping hand up in that part of the country. And I guess it's come to that time when I'm going to make a general call for check-ins. Anybody that has not checked in to the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net and would like to do so, let's have it.
Kilo November 6, Lima, Zulu, Victor.
Okay, I've got Kilo November 6, Lima, Zulu, Victor. Of course, you got a good signal in here. And there was another station that I know needs some help. I heard them break the squelch, but I just did not copy. Has anybody got a copy on that other station?
Who was the Hunt County station? Okay, Wayne, I copied a Kilo India 5 Uniform X-Ray Kilo.
Okay, Kilo India 5 Uniform X-Ray Kilo. Is that correct, Gary?
Yeah, I think he said he's in Hunt County in Poetry.
Okay, appreciate him checking in there, and thanks for the relay, Gary. Always good to have you down there with good ears and pulling them in for us. Any other check-ins to the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net? Okay, nothing heard, so we're going to move on to the next section of the net. If you've heard someone that you would like to make a direct call to, or if you'd like to get a general signal report, let me have your call. I'll put you on the list, and we'll let you get after it.
Kilo Foxtrot 5, Victor, Sierra Papa.
There's a couple of good stations out to the west side. Nick, I think you take priority over Mike. Man, you're sounding strong tonight. KI5TLG, the frequency's yours.
S3 in Wise County.
You're breaking my squelch and sounding good over here in Venus. KJ5JQD.
No, not too bad. You're doing a good job this evening. Conditions are favoring us. Of course, my west is a whole lot better than the east side, but I think that was Ed over in Venus that said that you were breaking his squelch, and he was copying. So yeah, you're doing a great job. All right. Would you like to make any other calls or specific? Well, thank you for being a regular, Nick. I always appreciate it. And speaking of regulars, there was Kilo Fox 5 Victor Sierra Papa. The frequency is yours, Mike.
Thank you, Wayne. This is KF5 Victor Sierra Papa Mike out in Eastland County. I would like to make two calls, one specific and one general, but I'd like to see if Kilo Echo 5 November Golf Mike, say hello to Trey. Are you copying tonight?
Yes, sir, I am. S5, KE5NGM.
Yep, I have to give you a little stronger down here. You're about 3/4 scale here on the TMV71, so good to hear you, and don't get to talk to you that much. Appreciate what you do. Thank you, Trey.
Thank you as always, Mike. Yeah, hope to get the conditions always this good. KE5NGM.
All clear with Trey. Kilo 5 Delta Alpha November Triad. Papa, in Eastland County. Who can hear me tonight?
5-9 in Wise County.
I've got a copy on you in Southwest Fort Worth. It's light, but I can read you just fine.
S6 in West Fort Worth, November 5, Tango X-Ray Lima.
I hear you in Waxahachie, Mike.
Awesome, man, it's everywhere. And hello, Jason, and hello, Gary, out in Waxahachie. Thanks for the time there, Wayne. I'll go ahead and clear KF5VSB back to net.
No problem, no problem. It's a fun part of it, Mike. Anybody else like to get on the list to make a general call or a specific call? Come now.
We got a real quick relay, Wayne. Dan, Delta Alpha November, whose first part of the call I can't remember, but I'll bet he tells me if we get him in the log.
Be Kilo Victor 5 Delta Alpha November, right?
Kilo Victor 5 Delta Alpha November. Kilo Victor 5 Delta Alpha November in Arlington.
Good deal. We got you in the log, and yeah, Wayne had your call correct there. So Kilo Victor 5 Delta Alpha November. Dan, we got you in the log. KE5NGM back to net.
Okay, thank you, Trey. Yeah, that's a dead giveaway. If you say Delta Alpha November, the Kilo Victor just pops right into my mind. It's kind of like some of those other ones. They just stick with you. So appreciate that. All right, anybody else would like to get on the call list?
KI5LET.
Of course, Top, get after it.
All right, I heard a really good copy on Mike when he checked in. Kilo Echo 5 Yankee Fox, 169 miles in Sweetwater. Any copies still on KI5LET? Well, that was a long shot, but 170 miles. I had a great copy on him when he checked in. And then Nick, I've been hearing Nick off and on all night, 143 miles, but already got him in the log. How about Kilo 5 Kilo Victor? Had a great copy on Benny, 119 miles in Star, Texas. Can you still copy KI5LET? All right, Mike, I got you. KE5YF, I heard you that time. 169 miles. Boom, not bad. I also heard KI5UXK at the late check-in, 78 miles. Thanks, Wayne. KI5LET, back to net.
No problem, Top. Always glad to assist, coordinate, or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, that's a good deal, being able to copy Sweetwater. That's fantastic. All right, are there any other stations that would like to get on the call list? Okay, I heard a station in there. I need a relay.
Relay.
Go ahead, relay.
Yeah, it's Kilo Charlie 5 Alpha Delta Mike. Chuck, he's mobile on his way back to home.
Relay.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I'm glad that you got him in there, and I'll say good afternoon to Chuck. Hope he has a good trip going back home. And go ahead, Mike.
I'm sorry, you had Newland in there as well that would like to get on the list. Kilo Juliet 5 Echo Romeo Golf.
Okay, Kilo Juliet 5 Echo Romeo Golf. The frequency is yours.
KJ5, ERJ, this is ERG, KI5LET. Got a good copy on you, a lot of static, S3, but copied every word. Thanks, sir, appreciate it.
All right, thank you, Ewan, appreciate it. Yeah, your signal's up and down. It's a little bit lower now than what it was, but I can still copy you, so good deal. All right, and let's see, what else? Something I was going to say, and I forgot all about it. It must have not been important, but we'll have one more round of last check-ins, last chance to check in to the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. Do I have any relays? Nothing heard, so I'll take this opportunity to close the net and thank everybody that participated in the net, whether you were a check-in, whether you were a relay, whether you did net logging. It's all part of it, and you're all really important having you here each Friday night, and we appreciate it, and we look forward to the next time when we can all get together and throw out a little RF in the air. So November 5, Fox Papa Delta over here in Peaster, Texas, saying very best of 73s. Good evening, good night. We'll catch you next week. Okay, well, I always appreciate you checking in, and I'm glad you stuck in there. And it's, I thought maybe more people might want to holler at you. This is a rare opportunity, such good signal out to Sweetwater, but you are booming in here to Peaster this evening. Roger, Roger, Mike, and don't stay up all night long spit shining the boat. 7-3.
KE5YF, you're S5, clean copy indicator right now. $169 miles, I think you're doing the heavy lifting.